everybody, welcome back. Today we're back on the 61 Ford F-250 project. If you watched last week's video, this baby's got a fresh rebuild on it. And we took it around the mountain and broke it in a little bit. Now it's time to do a little bit of tweaking. You know what I mean? It's not blessed with power, and I don't know why. It's a small cubic inch 223 cubic inch engine and a big old Ford truck, 3/4 ton with a 4-speed. So I'm not sure how much seat of the pants power it's supposed to have, but it's got a whole lot, you know. I understand it's a small engine, big truck, but and I have no reference to know, how well it's supposed to pull. But what we're going to do is we're going to get some heat in the engine, and we're going to take her back to the shop, and we're going to do we're going to check the valve lash on it, hot, and we're going to go from there. Maybe do some vacuum checks, move the time a little bit, count the plugs, just regular tuning stuff. We'll pick you back up when we get to the shop. What a gem. I want to hurry up and rip this valve cover off so we can check the valve lash while it's still hot. Do it faster. Gotta hurry up now. Oh, mercy. It's got some compression. Try to get all these out so I ain't splitting the shoulder McDiscus when I'm trying to. They're hot. They're hot.
How do those look?
Well, just let me stop and have a look at them. They look looks like they're burning pretty clean. Doesn't look like not rich at all. Yep, but let me continue before we cool off here. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. All right then, we got number one up. We're going to set number one, and we're just going to go through the firing order, 153624, and we're going to set them up real quick before they cool off. All right, boy, it sure is warm up underneath this hood, I tell you. We went through them. They seemed all right. We just loosened them up just a little bit, a little more slide on the feeler gauge, thinking that maybe they're a bit tight and holding the valve open a wee little bit under temperature. So we loosened them up just a hair. I know it's going to make the valves a little noisier, but I don't know if any Mopar heads out there know anything about the 225 slant 6 or any of the slant 6s. Boy, they just rattle and clang and cling, and they make all kind of valve noise, but you adjust that valve noise out and they don't run for crap. They run the best when they're noisy. So with that in the back of my head, I figured we just loosen them up a little bit. We're going to get a little bit of valve train noise, but we'll see what it does for performance. All right, well, got that all buttoned up. I figured we'll go ahead and we went and re-gapped the plugs from 32 to 34. And checking the plugs. It don't amount to a hill of beans whenever you don't run it wide open and you let it idle, you know, before you check it. But just for giggles and whatnots, we're looking at the heat range on the plug. It's about halfway around the strap there, so the heat range looks pretty good. And the soot, well, the soot's about halfway around the plug. I'd like it to be a little further around, but again, we're just idling around, and it's a little lean, you know. If it kind of want it almost the whole way around the strap with your soot, but it's a little on the lean side, which is good for putting and whatnot. Economy, you know, gas is $3.50 or so, we don't want to burn it when we ain't using it. So we're going to go ahead and throw these back in. We're going to double check the point gap, and then we're going to move on to doing some vacuum tests.
What's the matter, girl? You can't get it just right? Huh? You need someone to fluff that pillar for you? Alrighty. Don't break them off. Oh, now.
You don't want the next guy to think he's a sissy putting them in, do you? They're cranking down.
Yeah, let him break them off, get them out.
Give her the beans. Well, figured we'll set these points real quick. Sweet mama, they're looking pretty wide. Looking pretty wide.
What?
Yep, what, 24 to 26? You looked up there?
Yeah, I don't even touch.
She's a little bit on the loose side. So, yeah, we want to make sure all this stuff's pretty okay before we go twisting on timing and whatnot. Now this old stuff with the points, guys, used to set the dwell on them, and we don't have a dwell meter, so we're going to have to set the gap, and that's just going to have to be Jim Dandy. Let's get her right on 26 there.
Touching just perfect?
It's a little bit too tight. Dang it, I got to do it again.
You must have more experience than anybody I know, honey. I mean, doing everything twice.
Yeah.
You could double the schooling and expertise.
If we ever open up a shop here, we could maybe charge double because I had to do it twice, you know?
Here's your second bill. What's that for?
Barely any at all. All right, then. Throw this cap back on her and we'll start pulling some vacuum numbers. Lucky, unlucky, you tell me. I was just pulling this here spark plug wire off to duck it around this coil wire. It was kind of doing one of them things. So I pulled her out and this thing fell out. Now it looks like this thing's been misfiring and arcing for a while because this little piece busted off. It's supposed to look something like that underneath that boot. So I'm sure that might have been a little
Accomplice to your problems.
well,
Some of them.
yeah, it would have reared its ugly head, you know, eventually. And I'm sure maybe there might have been a little misfire here and there because of it. Think, sweet mama?
I think so.
I'm going with what you say. I'm going to go try to find another one of these ends and crimp her on there. All right, well, I found a little straight doodad instead of an elbow doodad. I think that's going to have to work. Ain't got none of them fancy wire smacker thinger in the visor to crimper kind of things. So we're just going to smash her with a pair of needle noses, extended length. Just only the massive ones for us, you know.
Proper torque.
I'm going to spray a little bit of lube on here. Try to get the boot back on her. Look at that, would you? Call it lube for nothing. Look what we can do.
I hate those pre-made ones. You gotta make them.
Man, yeah, they are a nightmare. I just like to just slice this baby just a little bit. That little black core in there, you don't want to nick that with a razor blade, guys. They tell you not to. I don't know why. Just do what I'm told.
You're gonna nick your fingers, what you gonna do?
Smack her on down to Funky Town. Well, tell me no. That's never coming back out of there. Sorry, Ken. All right. That was easy. Now, well, I guess we'll fire it back up, get some heat into it. Well, we'll reset the timing. and then we'll start pulling some vacuum numbers. All right, step 57 on this dirty old Ford. We're going to try to set the timing. We're going to try to settle off the vacuum gauge, and then we'll see where it turned up on with the light after that, just to see. All right, we got some marks down there. The white mark's at about 2 degrees, the black mark's at 8 degrees, and we want somewhere in between. I'd kind of like to have her hovering right around the 8, maybe a little less. Set the ignition timing on this. They want the vacuum advance unhooked and plugged. So I've seen varying values where some folks say 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. I don't know. I always like a little more, you know. Give her
Well, you
more.
just flip a penny while you're at
Give
it.
her some more beans. We'll probably be around 4 to 6, or yeah. We're going to be in there. We're going to be in that range somewhere. All right, fire in the hole, sweet mama. Got strong vacuum. Gauge seems pretty steady. I like that. Let's see where the timing's at right now. Tell you what, it's not far off from where I'd want it right there. Let me give her a skosh more. I want to call her right there is about 7. We better hanker her down right there.
7's a good number.
Okay. What's our vacuum gauge say?
We are pretty much same spot, I thought.
Go right around 20. We're going to go for max vacuum here and see where that is.
Always wanting more.
She's starting to sputter a little bit, so we'll bring her back.
That sounds really good.
And we're still right there about 7. I think we'll crank it down there, sweet mama.
I think that sounds really good. She's gonna be awesome.
All right, we're going to set our auto air circuit here until we get our best vacuum reading. All right, now we'll just give her a little wide open throttle smack. This thing should get down almost to 0. If not, you got like a plug muffler or cat or whatever. That seems fine. I say everything's good here. No erratic shaking of the gauge or anything, so the valves are all sealed tight. If anything, I'm a little uncertain about that vacuum advance. I don't know how much swing it's supposed to have, but I think what we'll have to do is just take it around the block and do some seat of the pants tuning. So, better do that now before it gets dark, huh?
Huh? Absolutely.
Oh, holy sweet mama, it's chilly out there.
Oh yeah.
See how she starts. Ain't about that, nothing.
That's pretty smooth. Go for it, I dare ya.
Winter time, want to smack her sideways, don't you? So, little looser on the valves. 2 more degrees of timing. What she says now, Mama. She ain't got much, but I'd say it's a little better than what it was before.
You got her to the floor?
No, no, I don't want to burn tires off of her. I'm bringing tires on back this thing.
Oh, you're gonna snap the rear end, huh?
Yeah, we're not clear broke in yet. Still wearing rings in, and I don't want to take her too much past half throttle. But, that seemed positive. It liked the timing and looser valves. Need a couple pieces of leather strip. I will say it seemed to auto a little cleaner before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
More solid, like sound. Yeah. I thought
Better
so.
sound to it at auto. We're just trying to rough it in. Don't count his gear head. Don't have her tuned in primo. But just felt like it should have had a little more guts than what it did, you know?
Yeah.
I did bring a 1/2 inch with me.
What?
Might just put a couple more, 2 more degrees in it by ear. You know? Pick it back up over the LC with us.
You're gonna wait till we're in walking distance of the garage in case?
No foul chatter, nothing like that going on. So we'll just take her to the garage. We'll put 2 more degrees. We'll gas a couple degrees in it, and then we'll run it. If it runs good, we'll come back and see what the time limit says.
So you're saying by the time we get done, we'll just give her a complete 10.
Yep.
Boy, that's a lovely garage. They got nice vehicles. Fancy.
This fella's going to mess up my whole day if you don't just get her going. Now he's going to sit right there. Yep. Yep.
Like always.
Yep. Just going to sit there, ain't you, fella? All right.
Guess it's safe to say we ain't going off-roading, huh?
If it was ours, most certainly. His baby would have been in the ditches by now. But we got to show some restraint. Let's act like normal people. All right. I'm going to put all the time in right now, like a normal guy.
Like a normal guy. Oh.
Just a little bump, just a little bump. Ooh, ooh, that was a lot. Keep that back.
Are you doing your listening thing?
Seem to like it. I venture to say it's probably like 12 degrees initial.
Yeah.
No valve chatter or anything. There's a one more. I don't know. Gonna show the workout right there. A couple clutching. And I sure miss driving this old stuff.
Yeah.
No comment.
I'm freezing. I miss the heater. I miss my heated seats.
A little heat for sweet mama there.
Yes, I love them. I miss driving them in the summertime. Beer rattles, honey, it's my teeth are chattering. I don't hear anything. It sounds really strong.
Tell you what, it likes that timing. That's to give a little more, you know? I don't know. I don't see anywhere online where it has a total timing number. Like, that would make it easy. We don't know how much advance is built into this distributor, and we don't know how much it wants in total timing. So, we set the initial timing where they said, but who knows how much slumps on that distributor, you know? But, a little bit of extra time we put in it, it really liked it.
Give it more.
Well, say give her more.
Give her a little test. Now don't make her an alcoholic on the weekend. Just give her a little more, you know? I don't want to have so much juice she falls on her face.
I understand exactly what that meant.
Exactly.
Another little bumpy.
Third time's charm, right?
Yeah, we do it nice because we do it a lot of times. Let's say. Might have had a hint of mouth chatter there. Did you hear anything?
A little bit. A little bit of a drag. A little bit of something.
Might have found her threshold there. You know what? No matter how good I felt coming up that hill, every time was a blistering 30 mile per hour. You know? So,
I'm just glad I didn't have to put my feet out the door and push.
yeah, I think we're going to take a little bit of timing out, lock it down, call it good. This is what it is, guys. It's running tip top. No missing. The vacuum gauge looks good. It's not bouncing around. The valves are still tight. Rings are tight.
Why mess with a good thing?
It starts nice. I just think we got what we got. Could mess a little bit with some jetting, but I wouldn't feel safe doing that until the thing's broke in and we can really put some load on it, you know, and run it kind of hard and shut it off and read the plugs, or maybe install a wideband Bluetooth sensor on it just for test purposes. But I think it's closed. The plugs look good. So I'm going to go back and take a couple degrees out, lock her down, and call it good.
You didn't get to go, did you, girlie?
All right, I made a mental note of where she was before I cranked her last. I'll set her back there, and we're going to see what the timing says it is now. Yeah, I would say that's probably about 12 degrees. It's where it looks to be, right on the 12 there. So she's got all the timing in it, and it sure likes it. So I guess it is what it is, you know.
Girlie, did you get done eating? Huh? You didn't get to go bye-byes. No, you didn't. Not that time.
What do you think it is? Huh? Got your ear all flapped out, over crooked and stuff. Get your mud flaps set. Well, hey, it runs good. It ran good before we started. All right, seems like it's got a little more guts now. one thing to learn from the whole situation is myself, I really need to put a dial indicator on them and double check the 0 mark on the harmonic balancer every time I have an engine apart. But I forget every time, all right? So it's wanting more timing than, a lot more timing than what is advertised. That could be because the timing pointer's off on the balancer. It could be because the vacuum advance is wonky into the old distributor. Not sure. But the old backside's telling me she likes about 12 degrees on the initial timing. So, yeah, all the vitals look good. The vacuum looks good. Looks like the valves are still tight. Rings are tight. Points are set. Plugs are set. Valve lash is perfect. So, guys, that's all we can do with what we got, you know? I guess it all comes down to maybe it'll pick up a little bit when the springs are fully seated in. Maybe not, you know? I'm going to think it's more of a product of a tiny engine and a big old truck. But hey, it ain't going to get you there fast, but I'll guarantee it'll get you there.
She ready to boot, scoot, and boogie?
I think she's ready to pass back to the owner.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't even get to do
Yeah.
no donuts, no drifting, no nothing.
Uh-huh. This is a little too nice for us to do our thing with, honey. We can't afford to fix what we break with this one, so.
Well, how are you supposed to find out if it's built Ford tough if you don't try it out?
You just say it is, whether it is or not, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. A little short video for y'all. I hope y'all liked it, and I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I guess we'll see you next week. And, well, between then and now, maybe see you at church or something. All right, guys. Take her easy.